Hello everyone, I'm Flavia and welcome to day 16 of Spellbinder's Crafty Advent Calendar series. If you've missed any of my previous videos, make sure to click on the link in the description box down below to watch those videos as well. As we can see here, behind this super tiny door we have a small sentiment die set that reads "You made my day." Off screen, I cut out these pieces using my Platinum 6 machine. I cut it twice out of white cardstock scraps so I can stack these die cuts for dimension, and then I will top it with another layer that I cut out from Spellbinder's Mirror Gold cardstock. I'm using the Bearly Art glue to glue these pieces together, and here is a closer look so you can see how stunning this Mirror Gold cardstock is. I will begin by prepping my card base by first going around the edges of a white A2 size note card with blue ink and an ink blending brush. Here I have my note card opened so I can add blue ink to the front and back of my note card at the same time. After that, I will add two white panels inside that are 4 by 5¼ inches just to make this note card feel heavier so it stands nicely on display. One of my favorite surprises of this calendar is the die set from day 14, and since I like it so much, I thought I would use it again today to decorate my front panel. Here on my desk are all of the needed pieces that I cut out to make two adorable puppies. One is going to be white with gray accents and the other one is going to be gray with white accents, and they both are going to have a blue sweater and a blue hat. To make it easier for me to hold these very small die cut pieces as I apply glue in the back, I'm using a pair of self-lock tweezers. This is definitely a handy tool to have and I highly recommend it. To be honest, I only need one die cut puppy for today's note card. However, since I had the extra die cut pieces, I decided to go ahead and assemble both puppies so I can have one ready to go the next time I need it. Also because it is very fun and easy to do so. To make them look extra cute, I will add googly eyes, and here is a closer look at both of them. I will also be using other sets by Spellbinders to make today's note cards. These are very old sets, but I believe this die set is still available at Spellbinders website. This one is called Surprise Box, and it comes with metal plates that we can use to cut out pieces to make a dimensional open box. And I'm thinking about tucking my die cut puppy inside a die cut box like this one. The other set that I will be using, that unfortunately I don't think is available anymore, is the Santa Paws Sentiment Stamp Set. I will only be using this tiny stamp set to stamp the puppy's paws all around the box. However, this should be pretty easy to draw with a black Sharpie if you want to create something similar to what I'm making today. So off screen, I cut out all of the needed pieces to make my box from craft colored cardstock. And I will begin by folding these flaps for the front piece of my box following these piercing lines that the metal plate created on the cardstock. Then, using black ink, I will go ahead and stamp the puppy's paws all over this front piece for the box. Unfortunately, as I was stamping, this die cut piece also got some ink stains thanks to my inky fingers. However, instead of starting all over, I will pretend I did not see it and leave it as it is. Then later I can blame it on the adorable puppy that will be inside the box. Once that is done, I will glue the die cut puppy onto this large die cut piece first that is supposed to be the back or the inside of the box. Then, using liquid adhesive, I will glue this entire piece with the puppy to the front of my note card right in the center. After that, I can go ahead and add the front for the box box. However, this time I will be using foam adhesive so it has a little bit of dimension. The last step is to add the sentiment that I cut out earlier, and I will do so by first lining up each word on my grip mat, and once I have everything perfectly positioned, I will use a piece of the Spellbinder's Best Ever Craft Tape to help me pick up all of these words at once so I can apply liquid adhesive in the back and then glue everything at once to the front of my note card, right under the die cut box with the puppy inside. And then later, once the glue has dried, I can go ahead and remove the yellow tape. For the envelope, I chose an A2 size craft collar envelope that I purchased from Amazon, and to make it match the note card, I will simply add a golden die cut border that I created with a metal plate from day 5 of this crafty advent calendar. So here is a closer look at the final note card, and I think it looks very cute. I love combining new supplies with old ones to make new scenes, and it always turns out to be a lot of fun. Since I had a die-cut blue heart laying around, I decided to go ahead and add it to the front of my note card next to the golden sentiment, and I think it was a very nice touch. So this is all that I have for now, and I thank you for spending this time with me. If you're also creating with the Spellbinder's 2024 Crafty Advent Calendar, make sure to tag me on Instagram so I can also see what you create. Have a wonderful day, take care, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.